Imagine a cold Halloween night in 2002 in Minneapolis. A group of college friends laughs at a bar, enjoying the evening. One 21-year-old Christopher Jenkins steps outside for a smoke. Minutes pass, then hours. He never comes back. 4 months later, his body is found in the Mississippi River, far from where he disappeared. Nearby, on a bridge, someone had painted a fresh, smiley face. Was it a coincidence or a message from a killer? This strange clue started the Smiley Face Killer Theory. Could dozens of young men, all similar in age and background, have been murdered after nights out? The theory haunts detectives, families, and true crime fans even today. How it all began. Picture a retired cop staring at photos of drowned college students. That's Kevin Gannon, a former NYPD detective who couldn't forget one case. In 1997, Patrick McNeil Jr., 19, vanished after leaving a Manhattan bar. Weeks later, his body was found in the East River. Police called it an accident, but Gannon noticed bruises and little water in Patrick's lungs, signs he might have died before hitting the river. Gannon, with retired detective Anthony Duarte and Professor D. Lee Gilbertson, found similar cases. Young men disappearing after nights out, bodies found in rivers. Near many sites, they spotted smiley face graffiti, yellow, black, or red, always close to where the bodies surfaced. By 2008, they linked over 45 deaths, mostly white male college students, athletic and aged 18 to 34. Families began to see a chilling pattern. Was it bad luck or something far worse? The investigators. The heart of this theory beats through three men: Kevin Gannon, Anthony Duarte, and D. Lee Gilbertson. Gannon, a seasoned New York detective, refused to accept easy answers. Duarte, his partner, specialized in crime scenes and autopsies. Gilbertson, a criminology professor from Minnesota, studied gangs and symbols. Together, they launched their own investigation, traveling across states, interviewing families, revisiting rivers, and even canoeing along possible dumping sites. In 2012, they published case studies in drowning forensics, analyzing how bodies moved in water and why they believed many victims were murdered elsewhere before being dumped. Then came their 2019 book, The Smiley Face Killers, the deadliest secret in America, suggesting an organized traveling group of killers, possibly connected online, who targeted drunk young men, drugged them with GHB, and left their bodies in rivers. They called it a network of thrill killers. The victims. Behind every case is a grieving family, and hauntingly similar stories. Christopher Jenkins, 21, vanished after a Halloween party in Minneapolis in 2002. 4 months later, his body surfaced in the Mississippi River, still wearing his costume. A nearby smiley face was spray painted, and his death, first called an accident, was later ruled homicide. Dakota James, a 23-year-old grad student, disappeared in Pittsburgh in 2017. Weeks later, his body was found in the Ohio River, traces of alcohol and GHB detected, with a smiley face and Sinsinawaa sprayed nearby. Todd Geeb vanished in Michigan in 2005. His body floated upright in a lake, eyes open, decomposition unexplained. William Hurley, Boston, 2009, and Matt Kruzicki, Illinois, 2011. The evidence. At first, the smiley face killer theory sounds shocking, but Gannon's team insists the evidence is real. Smiley faces were found near over 40 drowning sites in 25 cities, some with odd features. One eye higher, uneven grins, often painted in the same colors. Toxicology reports showed GHB in several victims, even when decomposition should have erased it, and at unusually high levels. The skeptics. Not everyone buys the smiley face theory. The FBI looked into the cases in 2008 and publicly dismissed the idea. No evidence links these deaths to one another. They said, they appear to be tragic accidents fueled by alcohol. The Center for Homicide Research released a report calling the theory unsubstantiated. Their data showed that young men aged 18 to 34 are statistically the most likely group to drown accidentally after drinking, especially near college towns with rivers. They argued that the graffiti proved nothing. Smiley faces are among the most common tags in the world. Different sizes, different colors, no DNA, and no connection between sites. The media storm. The mystery reached a new audience in 2019 with Oxygen's docuseries, Smiley Face Killers: The Hunt for Justice. It followed Gannon's team as they reinvestigated cases like Jenkins and James. The show reignited national interest and inspired online detectives everywhere. By 2023, TikTok and Reddit exploded with theories. Users compared maps, police reports, and graffiti photos. Some even claim new victims match the same pattern: young, drunk, male, and missing near water. Why it won't die? More than 2 decades later, the Smiley Face Killer Theory still divides people. For the families, it's personal. They don't believe their son simply slipped into rivers. Many push for reopened cases, new forensic testing, and expanded GHB screening. Detectives like Gannon argue that police often rush to call drownings accidents, closing cases too soon. The ripple effect. Some say it's just a theory, but what if these accidental drownings weren't accidents? Across the US, the idea has reshaped safety. In conclusion, as of October 2025, there have been no arrests, no suspects, and no confirmed connection between the drownings. Kevin Gannon, now in his late 70s, still believes the killers are out there. "I promised those families I wouldn't stop," he says. The FBI still calls every case an accident, but online communities keep digging, convinced the truth hides in the waves. Maybe it's all coincidence. Maybe grief built a legend from pain. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe and leave a comment below.